Dear students, today we are going to discuss coordinate geometry. This coordinate geometry is different to the plane geometry in the sense here we make use of coordinates to CTD geometry. The idea or the concept behind the coordinate geometry was how to locate how to locate the position of a point in the plan. The mathematician who is called the father of coordinate geometry was the French mathematician whose name was Rene Descartes. He gave the concept of locating the position of a point in the plan, and in his honor, the system developed for locating the position of a point in the plan is known as the Cartesian plan. This René Descartes of the 17th century mathematician, he is credited with finding also the solution to the fourth degree equation or the which is also known as the biquadratic equation. This René Descartes gave the method, foolproof method to solve the fourth degree equation. Also, he is taken to be the father of the coordinate geometry. Cartesian plan, in the Cartesian plan, we consider two perpendicular lines intersecting each other at the point O. This point O, it is called the origin. Here on XO, X dash and YO, Y dash, these are called the axes of the Cartesian plane. On the right of the origin O, we take the positive integers of some unit length plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, so on and so forth. And on the right of the origin, we consider the negative integers minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, so on and so forth. Similarly, on the y-axis above the origin, we consider the positive integers of some length plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. And on the y-axis below the origin, we again take the negative integers minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, so on and so forth of some unit length. This Cartesian plan divides the whole plan into four equal parts. Here, these are known as the quadrants. Here, this is called the first quadrant. This is known as the second quadrant. This is known as the third quadrant. And this is known as the fourth quadrant. Now, what are the coordinates of a point? We will draw a Cartesian plane again here. Suppose here it is a point P. It is the x-axis, XO, X dash. This is the y-axis, YO, Y dash. The distance from the y-axis to the point P, or the perpendicular distance, for example, suppose it is x units, and the distance from the x-axis to the point P, suppose it is y units. Here, this AP, for example, it is parallel to OP. AP is parallel to OQ, it is also equal to x unitus, and this perpendicular distance which is parallel to AO, it is also equal to y unitus. Here the coordinates of the point P are x comma y. Here P of xy is the position of the point in the Cartesian plane. This x comma y in the bracket, it is called the ordered pair. What is ordered pair? A pair of objects listed in a specific order is called the ordered pair. Here you should bear one thing in mind: xy is never equal to y comma x, because what is important here, that is the position. Here the first coordinate x, it is called the x coordinate, or it is known as the abscissa of the point P. This y coordinate, the second coordinate, it is known as the y coordinate, or it is known as the ordinate of P. The first question of the exercise pertains to how to locate the position of a table lump on the table. Question number first: locate the position of the table lump on the table. For that, we will consider the top of the table and we will consider it to be the axes. For example, it is x o x dash, and here it is y o y dash. This OX and OY are parallel to each other and they intersect at the point O, whose coordinates we consider to be 0, 0, and it is known as the origin. Suppose this is the bottom edge of the table. Bottom edge of table, and this is the left edge of the table. Suppose the table lump is at the point P. Then how will we describe? We will draw a perpendicular distance from the y-axis to the point P. Suppose it is A units. And we will draw the perpendicular distance from the x-axis to the point P. Suppose it is B units. Then the position of the table lump on the table or on the Cartesian plane is P, A, comma, B. So the position of the table lump on the point on the table lump is P, A, comma, B. Here OX and OY